Welcome to the Kendi and Raybo podcast, episode 20, recorded in Kendi's box room.
Hey.
Episode 20, lads. Off with a bang. Yup, let me give you a look at this.
I got a dose of Bob the Builder blowers.
Let's get to work, it says at the top of it. You haven't the lungs that I have, Ray, you see.
No, it's like blowing to the bag. Go on, give it a good go there now.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going till you hear a click. Keep going.
Jeez, I can't keep going that far.
I've been bagged about 6 times in my life, right? But I've never done it on the first
No,
goal.
it isn't like an Olympic sport. You end up dizzy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, why did they make it like that? I mean, your man could chip out to 24-hour and get a snack, like, and come back.
They must be expecting that, your initial breath doesn't have all the alcohol in it. You need to really get it right up. It's very embarrassing.
It is. Anyway.
Especially if you're steamed, then it's really difficult. If you're steamed, drunk, I'm going to the bag. That doesn't look like a bag.
No, I can't do it. I'm loaded.
Can't do it. No, I'm loaded drunk. No, seriously, no. I'm useless at it. No, never mind. It's grand.
So, episode 20, this is the landmark episode for myself and Raybo here. Mental.
I never thought we'd get to 20.
Man, 20 weeks we've been doing this.
It's actually 19. Because we stuck 2 up the first week.
Oh, did we?
We did.
I can't remember. I didn't remember.
Oh,
that.
we were teaming with podcast material that week. Yeah.
It was coming out of eyeballs. I know we've not left. Ah, Jesus.
Oh, it's the old phone going off. Hold on now. We've a guest. Hello, Joanne.
Hello, where are you now?
I'm here in Mark Kennedy's house and we're about to record a podcast.
Oh, jeez, look, I didn't get you during it.
Why?
That's all right, so I'll leave you to it.
I know, but what's up?
I just sent you a picture. I'm looking for a dress for a wedding on Friday, so.
Oh, what kind of addresses are you getting?
I sent you the picture. I'll let you go, right? I'm in the shop. So.
All right, bye-bye. Right, we're going to have a look at the picture now.
Hang on now. Your
sister. Oh, no. Oh, I'm rightly shut
asks
down.
you about the dress, like. Are you like a fashion guru or something?
Well, sure, she can't ask the other two. The other two have no style at all. Sure, Brie and Carol wouldn't know a nice dress if it hit them in the face.
So Joanne has to go. I'll ask Ray.
Well, it's kind of odd.
Well, let me have a look and let me see now if it's appropriate for Joanne to say, I want to see it.
Right.
Because Joanne's a gorgeous looking young one now. Let me have a look at this.
Yeah, now, it's very revealing. Okay,
That's
I'll
what I'm
turn it
saying.
over to you now.
Let me have a look, Joanne. We have a gawk at this now.
Right, Joanne, you'll hear this now, John.
Oh, Joanne, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it nice?
That's just beautiful, Joanne. And she picking up the leg. Oh, just or something. Huh?
Could you give the listeners a description of what she's after sending us?
She's wearing what is huge now in the wedding season. I've noticed it's come over from summer into the autumn sector, which is weird.
What is it?
The floral dress.
Floral. I was thinking floral.
Man, they're all wearing the floral dress now. And I know the floral dress seems fairly standard, but it's huge now.
Huge.
So she's wearing a beautiful navy number there now.
Is it
and
navy?
It's got
It looked
big
grey
red
to me.
flowers. Great. Are you colourblind, boy?
Give us a look at it.
Have a
Are we onto one of these dresses that look like two different colours?
What colour is it?
Hold on now. Is it navy? That's not navy.
That's navy.
That's black.
Black. You said it was grey first.
It's black. Gee, she's very good at taking down pictures, isn't she?
Oh, sure, I got loads of them from her. She flat out sent them to me.
Stop
Huh?
it. That's a gorgeous wee dress now.
Tell her
I
that.
like the shoe too as well.
Ask her what colour it is so we can get to the bottom of it.
Right, okay, hold on now. I'll send her a voice message. She might send one back.
And tell her stop sending me pictures as well.
Pictures,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's lethal.
Joanne there, just checking with you there now. That dress is lovely, by the way. But is it black or navy? Myself and Mark want to know. Now, we'll wait till we get a little reply
She
on that.
knows she's on the podcast.
Huh?
She knows now that
Oh,
she
she knows
was
well.
honest.
She's good like that.
Yeah.
She knew by the tone of my voice.
I have to go.
Yeah, she's in the shop.
Oh, stop.
Where were we now?
Yeah, so episode 20, Ray, it is
Oh, yeah.
a milestone. So you don't have the lung capacity as I do, like. I have the big Elton John's lungs at me.
Wished. Oh, I got navy, you're right. Well, feck it anyway.
Are you colourblind, boy?
Hello, Joanne. Yeah, no, that means I'm wrong. I thought it was black. Mark was right on the navy. And also, you're on the podcast now. I can't do anything about it.
Your cause.
There will be an aggravated message coming back from that now.
Well, hopefully a voice message.
She'll not send a voice message back. Actually, if she sends back a Russian voice message, she does a great impersonation of a Russian.
Does she?
Which leads us lovely on to our next subject.
Yes.
I'll ask her that as well.
Go on.
Hold on, no, I'll send her another voice message. Joanne, I'll make you a deal. If you send me back a Russian-themed voice message, we will not put the dress bit in the episode.
We will.
We totally will.
Of course.
Come here, the big
Go on.
fight.
Oh man, this is the thing. It's 2:00 on a Sunday morning when we were recording this. Morning to me, like only went to bed at 9:30
Yeah.
because I was up watching the commotion that happened last night, and I still haven't comprehended it in my head. I still haven't put it together yet. So maybe this is a good time to try and put it together. What do you know about it? Because you definitely didn't.
The way I approach Conor McGregor fights is as follows. There was one I stayed up for,
All right.
and that was the big one, the boxing one.
Oh yeah, that was the worst one to do.
And that cost me a solid fortune because it was $29.99, I think, at the time to stream the one fight.
Yeah.
But what I didn't realise after I bought it was that the laptop that I was using wasn't fit. It was Windows 7 and it wasn't fit to play it.
Oh no.
So then I said, geez, I'm going to have to update this bloody laptop to Windows 10.
Oh,
How much do you think that cost me?
About £100.
€135.
Unbelievable. That's and you're not even a big fight man, like.
No, so I was updating the laptop for about 8 hours. From about 3 o'clock in the afternoon till about opening time, around 9.
Sweating that it didn't be
Sweating
done.
because it was like the other wee bar at the thing, updating.
Yeah.
Please do not power off your computer.
Yeah. So you didn't obviously wait up for last night.
No, I didn't. That cost me nigh on €200
Yeah.
nearly, between drink and everything else.
Yeah.
And I was wrecked after it, and it
Yeah.
was bright when I was leaving. So last night I did my usual Conor McGregor approach. I went to bed.
Yeah.
And this morning when I opened my eyes, I checked my phone and I got the result.
So when you opened your phone this morning, you obviously got the onslaught of lunacy
Now-
that surrounded the fight. He got absolutely destroyed last night.
It looked like that.
In
In the actual fight, it looked like he
really
got destroyed.
like way out of his depth. The
Yeah.
same thing that Nurmagomedov has done for his whole career. He's 27-0 Ray. He's
Yeah.
won 27 fights and lost none.
Yeah.
And no one has even come close to him. He's never lost a round.
Yeah.
In his fight
And he's never
career.
lost a row.
And he's never lost a round. So first things first, McGregor gets absolutely destroyed in
Yeah.
the fight.
That's the first thing.
Nowhere near it.
Yeah.
So
That's
then
fair.
afterwards,
And he was all right. Like he submitted. That's the end of it.
yeah, like he didn't get his head bed in.
No.
He just
No.
was not. He was not in.
He
your
got
man.
in the old chokehold, didn't he?
Yeah, but he gave up. Like I
Yeah.
think McGregor, he kind of said, "Oh, I've had enough of this," which loads of fighters do for Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
That's what he does to people.
Right.
He makes you go, "Oh, will you leave me alone? Will you just leave me alone?" He'll never leave you where you need to go to hospital,
Right.
but he'll leave you pure tick.
Yeah.
He's like that. He's like your older brother who holds your head back while you're swinging at him.
Yeah.
Last night it was meant they got really heated, but in the cold light of day, as I woke up, I was kind of going, you know, it's not a massive deal either. Let's take it easy.
Not considering it happens every Sunday in Ireland.
Yeah, it got a little bit heated. I don't think it's I don't think it's as mental. Huh?
We got the voice message back from Joanne.
Oh, lovely.
Do you want to hear it? She
Yeah.
said, I hope no one in the shop heard me say that. So let's listen to this now.
In Russia, dress were you.
Ooh. Ooh. Joanne, that's how to get you all hot and bothered.
Ah, stop, will you?
Huh? For anyone who doesn't know Joanne, she's the most Irish-looking woman in the world, probably.
Pasty white skin,
Crazy red hair. Yeah.
loads of crack, plays the fiddle,
Yeah.
does a small bit of Irish dancing.
She fiddle away, man. Oh, jeez, wouldn't phase her.
Stop.
That's the thing about her. She'd be in a pie, everything be all quiet, and next thing you look into the corner, she'd be fiddling away in the corner. Oh, she's lethal. So, right, should we get down? First of all, I hope you've looked into this, Ray, right?
Into what?
My week has been taken up by the lunacy of a young man called Dr. Des Walsh.
Des Walsh.
Professor Des Walsh?
Oh, stop.
Have you looked into it?
I have seen a small bit. But you got deep, though.
Oh, man, it's class crack.
For people who don't know anything about this, is a professor? Is he a professor? Des
Like,
Walsh.
I'm not sure about his professing credentials.
And he went on the Today FM Dermot and Dave show,
Yeah.
saying that he was going to go off on an expedition on a boat
Yeah.
to prove that Australia didn't exist,
Yeah.
and that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, he said he was going. He said that there is an ice wall surrounding us. And
Right.
he was going to go over it in a hot air balloon.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Jeez, fair play.
and also he said that in the Bermuda Triangle, there is a pathway to the other side, the under place.
Oh, the under of the world. The
Yeah,
other side
the
of the
flip
world.
side.
The
they
flip
call it.
side, yeah.
Yeah. So he says, I'm going to live stream it.
Yeah.
I'm going to live stream it, lads, and we're going to prove without doubt.
And everybody
I'm
waiting.
a professor. We have a full team with us.
Didn't he come on the camera and go, now, lads, we seen it. It was unbelievable. But our investors have asked
Yeah.
not to show the footage yet. But
Yeah.
you get it in a few weeks.
He said, we couldn't live stream it.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Right.
But the investors asked them not to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they told him not to. The investors.
Yeah. But then he
There's
went
no
on.
point.
But then he. But then he went on. Then that was my most enjoyable bit of it. Then
Yeah.
he went on then to thank the team. So I'd like to thank the investors. I'd like to thank Maureen in the office.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Caroline in HR.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Mary and Mandy that are in accounts.
Yeah, like Is that really the team that you need to get to the flip side? Like,
He went through like a full office full of people.
Yeah.
He's in the toilet with a jacket on and a hat. And he's going, we're here now, and the ice wall is just in front of me, but we can't show you because our investors want to hold off for a few weeks, and then we'll show you.
Yeah. So he says Australia is not real, doesn't exist,
and the people living in Australia aren't actually living
they're not
there.
living in Australia.
No, but where
Finland.
are they?
Finland.
How would anyone pick on Finland?
Yeah, no, that's not fair, man.
I see the Finnish are going, what?
Yeah, that's
so
right,
we never
Jordan.
said anything about anyone.
We're up here in the top, and we're sitting way out of everyone's way.
Yeah.
He put up another video yesterday saying that in 2 weeks they're going to release the footage.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. I'm beside myself watching it.
Well, it'll be a big load of CGI, I'm sure. You
It'll
might
be
get a
really-
right job done in it.
It'll be bad CGI. It'll be the camera inside in the freezer or something. This is the ice wall. You can see the frozen peas out the back of it.
The slow cooker met a slow death in
Oh,
the house.
you didn't enjoy it?
I used it once.
Seriously?
So I went down yesterday and bought myself another George Foreman.
Oh, you gave in.
I gave in, and now the Foreman is back, pride of place, beside the sink.
What's she like?
Oh, she's lovely. She's an improved one because she's got a switch on this one.
Oh, yup.
The one I had before, you had to plug it in and plug it out.
Yeah.
It's a bit like the hairdryer.
Yeah. Why, we don't switch your hairdryer?
I know we do, like. But you know the way the hairdryer is portable, like. Sorry now, I suppose that wasn't the best example.
No, that's a terrible example. So you've used this and it's
I've
beautiful.
used it to cook lovely sausages and rashers yesterday. And it's clean too.
Yeah,
Not
that's
like
what I was
the
going
other
to say. Is it nicer when it's clean?
one.
So I've never
it's
used
lovely.
a clean George
Yeah.
Foreman.
The only thing is I didn't give it a wamp. A wamp?
You didn't wipe it off, no?
I didn't give it a wipe.
Yeah.
I didn't give it a wipe
Right.
when I got it, and I kind of regretted that. Because you know when you get things out of the box and you put food on them,
Yeah,
you're kind of going, I shouldn't be doing this.
You
should I?
know, dust and everything.
Yeah, I
and all
know.
that, like,
Well, it's
yeah.
just straight out of the factory. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't know what lads were touching it before it came
So
out.
do you reckon you'll never use a slow cooker again?
I think I will. It's out now on top of the washing machine where all the other things are going to die.
It's a great...
It's like having a stack of items out in the
Yeah.
foyer of the house. A washing machine, a freezer. We have Sean O'Reilly's juice maker that doesn't get used at all now because there's about 87 different parts to it. And anytime he wants to use it, all 87 have to be cleaned.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah,
So
that's a
to get
nightmare.
like half a litre of juice out of it, it takes him about 14 kilograms of fruit and veg.
I saw Nicola try to blend up broccoli the last day in the juicer, like in a blender, you know?
No.
Jesus, man. And I think
Look
if
at
I
the trees.
if I would have sliced it up really thin myself and tried to juice it, I would have done it quicker.
Yeah.
She had to open it up 10 times. Oh,
On the last podcast there, we wished a very happy 21st plus VAT to Laura up in Dublin. She would be my cousin's wife.
Sure.
And I called into her there on Thursday.
Right.
With wee card, few scratch cards, you know yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lovely wee present. If she won a ball of money now, it would be a class present,
Yeah.
but she didn't. I think she won one free scratch card.
Lovely.
Which, listen, is always the way.
but that could be the ball of money in that one free scratch card, Ray.
I'm hoping.
No,
I really
fingers
am
crossed
hoping.
for her. Do you ever worry that when you buy someone scratch cards for
That they'll win.
that there'll be a huge win in it?
Sure, they were sitting on the seat in the van, and I was going, maybe I'll just scratch these and get her other ones.
Yeah, just in case.
Because I was afraid there could be 10 grand in one of them.
I know.
And you hand that over in a card.
I know, and they're mad.
Yeah.
They're mad. Like, would you say, Jesus, you know, I bought them technically.
You couldn't do that.
I would.
Would you? You'd ask for some, but you'd expect them to be decent and give you a few pound on it, like.
Can you hear the croaks in me?
The croaks.
Dr. Croaks.
The junkies chest.
I don't know what it is.
Come here, I got a friend request this morning. Now, hold on now. I have to get back to the bloody story.
We will revert back to the story.
But
that
I
Ray
got a
was
friend
telling.
request this morning. Speaking of your junkies chest on you.
Yeah.
I noticed in my friend request this morning on Facebook, George Ice wants to be friends with me. And I don't know, is that since the podcast that we were talking about George Ice?
It's not actually George.
It's a fella with the name of George Ice, young fella.
No. Oh no!
Is he a young fella, is he?
We'll
No.
get him on. Well, there's young George Ice and big George Ice.
I think young George Ice wants to connect with me
no
on
second
Facebook.
way. Man, that's not fair. Why can't George Ice be friends with me?
You're too big into the Jaws.
I know. I do enjoy the Jaws.
Anyway, my story.
Go on anyway. Yeah.
Laura asked me to tell this story because she said you haven't told us yet.
Right.
Do you remember your earliest brushes with alcohol as a young fella? Like, when did you start getting the taste for alcohol?
I don't know. I suppose you're 17 when you start really drinking. Like,
I know,
aren't you?
but earlier now. Was there ever a time where there'd be drinks cupboard in the house
Not
and you'd
really,
tear
like-
into it, no?
No, not
out
really.
of devilment.
Not really, no.
I know myself and Andy Clark once, one of my best friends there when I was growing up, he lived over the road. And one day we were over in his house and we tore into his drinks cupboard. Right. And that didn't work out so well. We just sat there dizzy. And we drank a little bit of everything. I think everybody does that. You know, taste stuff and take a little bit out each bottle. And then one of the times I was going up to a disco in Kilchama, into one of the finest teenage discos ever.
Oh, the Kilchama disco.
The N17.
Oh,
the finest disco in the west of Ireland.
I would dispute that now, but...
Right, fine. You're thinking of the other one.
Ballinagare. Ballinagare.
The biggest hall in Ireland.
Was the finest, massive hall, and you only went there for a fight.
Oh, well, in N17 you only went there for the shift. because girls were going around having competitions with themselves.
You were making
saying,
love, not war.
how many fellas can you shift tonight? And they would actually be totting it up like.
Oh, I know,
and some of my friends, 89 or 90.
Ah, stop.
They're big.
No shagging way.
They did. They went round and they just shifted everyone. So it was great. You just have to stand there and hope to swing by.
Yeah.
Do you know?
That's nuts.
One time I went up and I made a little bottle of stuff for myself to drink on the bus on the way up.
Right.
I took a little bit out of every bottle in the Owl Players drinks cabinet.
Right.
So you're talking Baileys, sherry, brandy, whiskey. You know, the drop of red wine.
Yeah.
Could have been there from the Christmas before, so it could be 9 months old, so it might as well have been vinegar. So I put all this stuff into one little Coke bottle and I drank it on the bus up to Kilchama, which is about 40 minutes drive.
That's wrong. Why do you do it?
Well, what I did was I tried to shift everyone there.
You found the perfect mix for like an aphrodisiac kind of thing. To get you going.
I turned into an off-league and all together. I didn't remember any of it. And I nearly fell out with everybody I knew at the time.
Yeah.
Because they all rang me the following day. I can't believe the way you acted last time.
How
I was
old were you?
belligerent drunk.
How old were you?
I suppose it was over 14 or 15.
Go ahead.
But it all stemmed from an earlier incident, which is the bit Laura wants me to tell about.
Right.
My granny and granddad had their, God rest them, they had their 40th wedding anniversary above in the Pontoon Bridge Hotel outside Foxford. Are you familiar with the Pontoon Bridge Hotel?
I have never been anywhere near the Pontoon Bridge.
Well, it was a marvellous hotel.
If you says to me, we came to a T-junction and says, is it left or right here? I'd say, I don't know.
It's right.
That's the truth. I'm only telling you that's the truth.
Lovely story. But anyway, Pontoon Bridge, that's where we were. And the whole family went up, my granny and granddad and my father's side. And there was me and my cousins and me Uncle Jerry and his wife Denise at the big party, right? So everything was great. And we had the big dinner. But Denise was drinking glasses of red wine.
Right.
As she does. But of course I decided to try and sneak a bit of this red wine. So every time she'd go to the toilet, I'd have a little drop.
You're like a raging alcoholic when you were a young fella.
I was only 13 or 13, 14 maybe max.
Right.
13 I'd say. And I had a little drop. But I got absolutely steamboats. Absolutely steamboats. What?
How did you get steam?
I say I drank a glass of wine, but sure, a glass of red wine to a 13-year-old that never had any drink is bad.
Yeah.
But then they had to take pictures. Because it's the wedding anniversary, we had to take pictures.
Oh, no.
So there's pictures of me at this wedding anniversary, 13 years of age.
13 years of age.
Yeah. White as a ghost. I was like Casper in the pictures. Just about holding it together.
Man, you were some devil as a young fella, man.
And then I got, in the middle of one photo, I think I got sick.
Oh, no. Did you?
Yeah, you think you'd learn in incidences like that.
13-year-olds.
Yeah.
But like, do you remember further back, like when you're old for the snake, you'd say, go on, take a slug of that and see. Did you ever do that? No.
No. My father was very responsible fella. He wouldn't be trying to promote drinking.
Now that it's dawned on me, I think I might have there might have been some abuse when I was a child, probably. Like you know, like when you'd be.
No, I'm only joking.
You know, whenever you'd be 6 or 7, like, and your dad would say, "Just drink that bottle of vodka there, just for the crowd." You know that?
No,
that never happened to you, no?
No.
Oh.
Geez, you're painting Eamon in a very, very bad light here now, in fairness. Poor Eamon Kendi.
Can I just go ring my daddy for a second? I just want to go for a second, just ring my daddy.
Yeah, take all the time you need.
Yeah, I need to ring him just for a second, please. That's okay, thank you.
At the moment we're sitting here and it is approximately 2:45 of a Sunday and 'tis absolutely miserable out.
I'm telling you what, now it is the most miserable I've seen in a long time now.
The podcast could get very somber, but we're taking steps to increase the good crackness of this podcast.
Yeah.
And also for the 20th episode, we wanted to do something a little bit special.
Yeah.
So we did arrange something.
Should we try and explain the inspiration
No,
first?
I wouldn't say nothing.
You don't want to explain the inspiration
No,
first?
I wouldn't even tell them what it is. We're probably going to cut off the recording now, 3, and we're going to prepare for the crack that's going to befall us now.
Yes.
No, it's going to be good crack. We're back after the little cut.
Yeah.
And we're here now joined with... Mark, could you put a number on it? How many special guests have we in the room with us today?
There's definitely the guts of 15.
We have 15 special guests here for episode 20, but the main special guest that we have is young Ashley from Ballinasloe. Ashley O'Rourke, isn't it?
That's me, yeah.
And what do you do, Ashley?
I'm a mobile pet farmer.
Nothing to do with phones now.
Oh, yeah. Mobile pet farmer.
He provides Nokia 3210s for chickens, is what he does, really. So Ray, really, I don't know what I'm right in saying this, but I think the main inspiration for this is because it's episode 20. We want to do something special.
Yeah.
But also, we've noticed that definitely abroad in the Medic, everyone, they all have an animal guy at their talk shows.
They do, and we don't
Conan
have
do
one.
have one.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel do have one.
Jimmy Fallon do
Jimmy
it.
Fallon do have. They all do it. They all do have. So we said we better bring our own animal guy, and that's why Ashley O'Rourke is here now.
For episode 20.
And he has brought some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
I mean, I'm scared even sitting here
Yeah.
looking at them in the cages.
Yeah, the insurance clauses that had to go into this, man.
Yeah.
They are lethal animals that are coming into this room. So we're a little bit perplexed.
Yeah.
But
And they're all sitting there. They actually look quite comfortable now. We've them all laid out in the hallway. And
Yeah.
we're going to go through them. Ashley, are you happy enough to show us through these? How did you get into this? Just as a matter of interest.
How did I get into it? My wife got into it, and then I, by default, got into it as well,
Okay. So typical woman thing. She starts something and then you end up having to finish it.
I'm not saying that on air.
is it a farm you have at home? Is it?
No, it's just a small holding house, few acres.
Yeah.
And the animals live there with us.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. And you're not? Are you from Ballinasloe?
No,
you have a wee touch of an accent.
No, I'm from another country.
Oh, right. What other country is that now?
Do you want to guess?
Oh, you say you'd be England, would you?
It would be.
You're definitely the far side of Mullingar anyway. We don't have them accents around here.
That's where Ireland stops.
Yeah, that's where the West stops by. Different
where
breed
you
of
pay
people.
money to get in.
Different people. Aye.
So where about in England are you from, Matt?
Brighton, South Coast.
Oh, yeah.
lovely.
And when did you move to Ireland?
Geez, it was 5 years ago now.
All right, so you're not here that long at all.
What made you come over? Was it a young Irish lady?
Well, it was actually a young English lady living in Ireland.
All right, okay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What made you pick Ballinasloe? Was she herself was here in Ballinasloe? Was she?
No, she was in Muff in Donegal.
Oh,
And then,
Oh, she was above in the muff. Brilliant.
so really, I moved there for the name, and then
when she said to you, "Come on over to Muff," but I suppose that's an Irish thing as well. It wouldn't be a massive. Would it be a British thing, Muff?
Would you
yeah,
use
it
muff?
would be.
It would
I
be,
would,
yeah.
yeah. I would. Yeah.
It would have the same connotations.
It
Rob.
would certainly would. Yeah.
Anyway, should we get down to it, will we?
We'll get down to it, yeah. So anyway, you have a farm and you're after bringing 15 or 16
How many
of
have
the
you
most dangerous animals.
Do you know how many is there?
Oh no.
Because here's the thing: if you don't know how many is there, right? Like, I think I left a gerbil in your house, Kenty. I'm not really sure though. You should have counted them before you came here. Ash.
Because some of them, the wee plastic boxes, don't look entirely secure. Do you know-
Oh, he's big teeth as well. He can easily get out of that box.
Oh man, I'm gonna wake up, man. I was saying, Nicola, you messing with my feet.
You'll be getting the sensations you never felt before.
True, man. If I find a gerbil man in my socks or something.
What way do you want to start this, Ashley?
Well, however you want to do it.
If you were, obviously you're the expert, if you have two gentlemen here that aren't used to lethal animals, very dangerous animals, vicious animals, can you tell me where would be a good start? Something that we kind of ease in with?
Well, health and safety, obviously, is, keep your hands to yourselves, flat
Right.
your hands, and watch out for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
We'll start with the birds, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I like starting with the birds.
Mark loves birds.
Oh, jeez. Can't keep me away from them.
Yeah, so you go on ahead there, son, bring in a few birds there.
Oh, look
my-
at the two. Look at these two boys.
Oh, you're letting them go in the room.
Look at this. So what are these, Ash?
These are silkies.
Silky chickens.
Aye, silky chickens.
I can only say they look like a pair of slippers.
Man. One of them has a hairdo my old lady had back in the 80s. The old perm on them.
Yeah, serious perm like.
Are these possible to touch?
Yeah, you can touch them. Go ahead.
Oh, he sneezed on me. How's things, Kendi here?
So
Nice to meet you.
these are chickens, are they?
They're chickens, yeah.
Right, okay, I'm going to try touch one. Okay, I'm touching a chicken. All right, okay. If you want to see me and Mark here now, we're just kind of like singular fingers being put in, just hoping to God we don't get bitten.
So would you know anything about like origins of these? Like, are these like?
Yeah,
They don't
so
look
these
like
are
normal chickens.
no, these are Asian birds.
Oh yeah.
So you can
Mark
these-
loves Asian birds. You brought them especially for that
I
joke.
did.
Yeah.
He just walked straight into that one.
I'm going to touch it. I'm going to hold it.
All right, so
The big proud heads on them.
Above.
put your two middle fingers together like this,
Okay.
and then his legs are going to slot in between. And
So I'm
then
doing
you're
a kind of a
gonna
Star
do
Trek kind of like.
Yeah.
His legs are slotting. Where did you say?
We'll just.
Oh,
go straight- we'll just-
Oh yeah, have him.
So
Oh
don't-
my
you don't
God.
need to hold him on top. Just
Oh,
squeeze
yeah.
your fingers around his legs and hold him like that.
Oh hello, how are you?
Ray, you're a natural boy. Have these got names? Have they? No.
Do you name them?
They're usually named after whatever the famous kids show is at the time.
Oh,
so
go away.
we've got most of Paw Patrol here with us today.
Oh yeah, that's class.
Okay, I'm going to hand him back now.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
like-
pop him down on the
Okay,
flight
let him
case.
down,
He'll be
yeah,
great.
let him down with his mate.
Yeah.
Okay, there
Oh,
you
I put the
are.
hand around him.
Jeez, he's kind of sweaty.
Well, he's probably nervous.
Yeah.
Relation bird, I suppose.
He's never been on a podcast before, Ray.
I see. I was going to buy a little bit of feed because I didn't want them coming in and not having anything for them.
Yeah.
You know,
Because they can't have the
that
beer.
wouldn't be very
You know,
Irish,
yeah,
would
when-
it?
when
to
you-
come in someone's house and there's nothing.
Yeah.
I've nothing for these
Yeah.
now. 15 or 16 guests and I can't make them tea.
I've nothing for you.
Right, we'll go with something else and so. Oh God, above.
I don't know if she'll sit for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a duck.
Yup.
What class of a duck is this?
This is a call duck.
A call duck.
Yeah.
And where did they get that name?
Well, she might show us in a minute. They're very, very loud.
Ah, okay.
Usually, this is the female. The male's in the other cage. So if they get too far away from each other, she'll call him until he comes over to her.
Shut
Okay.
up. That's
Yeah.
mad.
Just like normal girls.
Just exactly, yeah. And she's really loud as well.
the nice and easy going sort
He's
of
after
things.
shite down top of my fly case now. Look.
Oh no!
Shite down top of the fly case.
You want to get a hold?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go on,
I'll try
Kenny.
it.
Go on,
Oh,
do
I
it.
don't know if I like this or not, though.
It's perfect.
There you go.
Does
you
it suit
look
me?
like someone at a wedding that's about to release the doves.
I'm enjoying this fella.
good
This
crack.
one. I think I prefer these to babies, if I'm honest. A baby's usually cried or shite itself by now. Like, can you look it dead in the eye?
Can you look at the eyes? See, you're going to struggle now to turn. Oh God, he's actually looking at. She's
Didn't like that.
she. I keep thinking she's looking at you.
But in an absolutely beautiful though, like in this.
Oh, yeah. She's flying, lad. She's flying.
She's getting pure tick. Oh no! Oh no! sorry, man. It's gonna kick me and everything. And what about this? Where would this thing reside from? Is it is there such thing as an Irish duck? Like,
An Irish duck. I'm sure there is some kind of Irish duck.
right? Yeah.
Not to my awareness.
Where is this one now? Where is this one from?
Jeepers, you have me stumped there. I can't.
Come on,
couldn't
Ashley.
tell
Now,
you.
Jesus, you're going to get the job as
She
the guy.
came for I got a Ballina slow.
That's a Ballinasloe duck.
The Balance Law
Right.
dog. Holy mother of God.
Jeez, in the male duck an awful lot bigger than the female.
Does the male duck come out? Oh, you're bringing
Look
the
at
male
the
duck out.
size of this yolk.
Now, the only time I would ever see a male duck is probably when both. Now, I hate to say this. Oh, you're letting them go.
Oh, he's huge. Oh, she's vexed now.
Yeah.
Will you come back? Will you?
He's after. Look at the size of his shine. He's after dropping. Oh my God.
She's basically after landing home now, and he's gone. And
Yeah.
I can totally understand this
Yeah.
because whenever I leave, and if Emer just comes home minutes after, she's ringing me, going, "Where are you?" I'm home from work. Where are you now?
Jeez, this one's massive now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are different colour. So these are called apricots. You see the
Yeah.
front of him's quite
Oh,
red
let him down there again. I'm enjoying watching him tip around and shitting on.
Shiting on my fly case.
Oh, he's
Oh, he's having a look for something to eat.
What's that looking for food? Is this?
Yeah.
Ah, looking for food or water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh.
he's after flapping there now, and he's after.
What does that mean? Is he trying to show off his physical prowess by doing that, or is he just a bit? Is he
He's
just a
obviously
bit?
not threatened by anyone.
Or is he just stretching? Is that just the
I'd
whole
say he's
stretching
just
thing?
having
Is
a bit
it?
of a stretch, yeah.
Oh, that's good crack. Oh, little crack.
yeah.
Little quack, huh? Will you hush? He'll be back in a second.
Mary, will you shut up about
Shut
us?
up about it.
Shut
Leave
up
it.
about us.
Come here. My first interaction with one of this exact duck would have been, and I hate to say it, a stuffed duck. We used to have.
Right.
We used to have one of them taxidermy
Oh,
ducks at home in the house. It would be up over the press.
Yeah.
And it looks exactly like this one, but it's mad then look at this one, and this one's completely alive. How long
You know-
do they live?
Well, ducks.
Yeah.
Chickens and ducks live anything from 8 to 12 years.
All right.
Yeah, okay. He wouldn't be as loud as the missus now, which would
he's
be
not,
kind of
no.
normal in life, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot going on here that's reminded me of real life.
Yeah,
you know?
totally. And he's
Yeah.
chilled out. He doesn't mind being out in the
She's
box.
roaring and shouting at him, and he's probably delighted to be in here with the boys.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And here again.
And he's a bit embarrassed now that the missus is giving out to him in front of everyone. Will you shut up, will you? Shut up, Mary.
Right, he's coming.
He's coming, Mary.
Will
Leave
you
it alone, will
relax?
you? Take it easy. No, we there again.
Do you think that'll settle her now?
She's saying, "Where are you? How are you gone for so long? You said you were going for one." Yeah.
Right, so we've gotten through chickens and ducks. What's next?
Oh, the little
The
chickies.
little chicks.
So have these been sired by anyone else that's in the cages?
Sorry, these are chicks, by the way.
No,
Don't go that way.
the mother's with them, but
Okay.
the father's not.
Right, okay, he's gone. Is he paying alimony or maintenance?
He's
there-
still around.
Is there
Oh,
a,
wait, he's still there. He's
is
just
a separation agreement in place or anything?
he was down the pub. It was Sunday afternoon. Don't watch the match.
He's down watching the pre-Liverpool game.
Yeah. What kind of chicks are these then?
These are Brahmas.
Brahmas.
So again, there's another Asian breed of bird.
It looks like they're wearing a pair of flared jeans. I love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
They're called boots. So
Boots.
these are the boots, like they're feathers that grow out of the legs and toes
Yeah.
on the birds. Yeah. You hold that one.
I'll hold this one, yeah. No problem at all. Is that safe enough?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
Bonnie.
perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's Bonnie.
He's only little.
And what do you call them? Brahmas.
The Brahmas, yeah.
Brahmas. Yeah, they're lovely little things.
Is this a fella or chicks?
Don't know yet. They're just chicks at the moment.
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay, so you don't know if a chick is going to be a fella or a...
Yeah,
Like,
you-
what is it? Like, this is going to sound really ignorant, like, as in I don't know.
No, that's
But
okay.
what is it? Have you a cock and a chick or a cock and a hen, or is there just chickens that are male and female, or what is it? So there's chickens that are male and female.
Yeah, well, chicken's is the type of animal.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you get the breed, which are Brahmas. You
Yeah.
get a size classification, which is bantam or normal size. And then you get, obviously, the females are hens, the males are
Yes.
cockerels.
So what
So
the
a cock
females
and a
are
hen.
hens. Ah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
hens.
chickens are just chickens.
Yeah.
Chicken,
And then you've
every
got-
male and female
Yeah.
are chickens.
And then you have a cock and a hen.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is, so we don't know yet. I'm going to call this one Dr. Doug Decide because I'm from Roscommon. If that's okay with everyone.
That's a beautiful name. A beautiful name.
You are gorgeous now. Let you peck away at the finger there, but
And is that a male or female? Did you say?
we don't know
don't
yet.
know
You
yet.
don't know yet.
Ray, we don't know yet. So
Chick and choose, isn't it?
the gender neutral
Yeah,
animals,
you
they're
have to
very
let them-
liberal. These animals.
They're going to grow up and they're going to pick for themselves.
Yeah, the mammy says you can be whatever you want. Very liberal. No, I'm going to give you back Dr. Doug Decide if that's okay as well. Ray, should we open the King Lear yet? No, what do
Oh,
we do?
jeez, yeah, we'll do the beers.
Yeah, we better open the beer first before we go any
It
further.
would be the perfect time to do the beers, Ashley.
We have a different beer every week, Ash.
beer every
That's what we
week,
do.
yeah. So, initially, before we come up with the beautiful idea of getting a mobile pet farm in, I just thought it would just be me and Mark. So I had bought, and we may as well give them a shout, because basically Boyne Brew House, lovely little stuff. We do now craft beer every week, you see. But this one, I picked this one up in the lovely town of Maynooth.
Oh, did you?
Because I do take a drive every week to try and get new and improved craft beers.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You're really out there on the prowl, like.
But then when I realised then we were doing a mobile pet farm episode, I said I'm going to have to get ones then that work. So I got this one, which is Old Speckled Hen. Is
Right.
that good? Is that?
Ray, you're
That's
so
good,
smart, boy.
Yeah, and I got another one as well, but it's a bit more controversial.
Ah.
I got another one here in the little bag, which is a Carrick Brewing Company. It's a Poacher's Pale Ale. You won't be fond of that one now.
No.
You want to stay away from the poachers?
No.
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 Stay away from that one.
I might have that buying at the Amber Ale.
Yeah, I'd say we may stay away from the Poacher's Pale Ale.
Aye, leave
Just,
that another day.
I might even cover it up because I don't want the bird seeing it. Actually, you can have the Old Speckled Hen. No, we'll stop with that now. We'll do a wee cheers. Is that?
Well,
Sláinte, you lads. Thanks for coming in,
Sláinte,
Ash.
lads.
You're a gentleman.
They're ready.
All the best.
Happy 20th anniversary to
Happy
us.
20th
Lovely.
anniversary, right?
Are we finished with the birds?
We're done with the birds, yeah.
Done with the birds. That's
with
the bird section over, folks. We're moving swiftly on now to something even more deadly.
Right.
And you'd find these, you say, in the Amazon rainforest in northern Brazil.
Yeah.
It could do.
Yeah, so I'll let you run out there and get them now. Folks,
Do you want to give the
Oh,
flight
yeah, we
case a
may.
wipe down?
folks, we're going to take a little brief second here just to take the shit off the flight case.
Great crack. Let's get Ashley in. He's savage crack. Ken, do you clean up the shite? God almighty. The size of it as well.
It's your house.
Oh. I don't know if I can do this.
Don't be rubbing it all over the bloody thing.
I'm going to ring a Nicholas, come home and do this one.
This is normally Nicola's job. Oh God above.
I get a job on the
this
farm
is
yet, lads. So we have a rabbit. What class of a rabbit have we?
a fluffy rabbit.
He's a lion head.
Oh, a lion head rabbit. Is it actually a lion head?
Yeah, it's actually a lion head.
Yeah, it does have a big lion's head in it, doesn't it?
It's the most gorgeous little thing I ever seen.
That is class, isn't it? That's
All right, so I'll
amazing.
just describe it for folks. I know obviously you're all listening, and this is probably not translating very well across a podcast, which I suppose we didn't think about when
No.
we were yeah.
We've
so
had our fun. That's all that matters.
you're just listening to us having crack. So
Yeah.
this particular little rabbit is unbelievably sandy in nature, and it's very, very fluffy.
It actually does have a lion's head, like, is that obviously is the
It
idea?
does, yeah. He's
Yeah.
got the lion's mane that runs around the side of the face and the back of the ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine a rabbit with a lion's head, He's very placid.
Yeah, he's been working with us for a good 3 years now.
What kind of a contract is he on now? Is it a 3-year contract?
Minimum wage.
You know, and I mean, do they cost you much, like, you know?
Is there a rabbit union?
He gets room and board. He does all right for himself.
Yeah, it is not
he's
in
got
the
a nice
forest.
place to live.
That is something I wanted to ask you now. Just in relation, like, obviously you keep a scatter of these animals. Like, do they take much looking after?
They do.
They do,
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah, quite a bit, yeah.
Because he kind of, no more than my father and the cattle, he's the whole time looking at them trying to see it all right.
Yeah.
And he's not a doctor, nor a vet. You know? And he's going, that one doesn't look great.
Yeah.
And he'd take a guess, and then the vet would arrive, and yeah, he's close to death.
Go away. Like, obviously, there's a lot of cleaning out of pens probably every day, and
Yeah, the pens get cleaned out. You've got to give them fresh water a couple of times a day.
Yeah.
Food, make sure all the sawdust and everything's fine.
A lot of friends of mine would have got rabbits, and I won't name them, but you know who you are.
we had rabbits
And
too.
I've had, did you have rabbits?
Yeah.
Well, the story might be this. I hope it didn't end up the way your goldfish ended up. Which wasn't good.
Ash, my dad had an awful habit of overfeeding goldfish. And he never learnt his lesson. Like, every one of them he'd overfeed.
But I think it's the nature of people. You kind of want to make sure they're not starving.
Yeah.
But it seems goldfish don't have the ability to know when to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they
a bit
mate,
like
mate.
some of the friends I'd have. You know, when they're out in the bear, they don't know when to stop. But like, the question I have, when you have rabbits out in the outdoor hutch, how hard is it to keep them in the hutch without them burrowing out, and B, stop yolks getting in at them? Do you suffer from like foxes and local predators?
Foxes and mink we have in our area. So
Yeah.
Mink?
Mink, yeah.
Mink in Ballinasloe.
No, it's mink
I
and
never
Ballinasloe,
thought it.
yeah. I know. No, they're there. They're from an American population. They're American mink. And they escaped. I think some animal rights people let them out of a factory down in Cork
No
in the
way.
60s or 70s.
Social justice warriors.
So exactly, and then they've spread out over the whole country. They live near the rivers. And
Unbelievable, isn't it?
it's actually the effect that it's had. The effect on farmers has been going on for years and years after the act of it being done. You know,
You go away, that is nuts. So they were let out by animal activists, and they've literally like ravaged populations in Ireland. Like,
yeah, they're all over the place now. Anywhere where if you're near to a river, you'll have mink.
Have you lost animals, or can you say, is this a question that we can ask you? Like, would it be? You're probably pretty secure in your setup in that minks can't get in.
they'll always find a way with it.
It's as much as you can be. You know, you want the animals to be out free roaming during the day because they can't be in cages all of the time. Of
course,
So if the mink shows up in the middle of the day and you're in the house, then
shotgun, bang. Take that, you scumbag.
But does it get heavy? Does it get bad?
Not with the mink. The fox is the worst one.
Yeah,
he's much worse. But we've adapted. You know.
Would
from
you
where
bury
we
the
started
fence?
off. Yeah, the fence is buried, and then we have a foot of wire on the inside and the outside of the cages.
And can we hold said rabbit?
You can, yeah.
So what do we do to hold them?
You put your knees together.
Okay. There you are now. There you are. Don't poo on me. And come here. See, a couple of my friends would have had awful issues with that happening, where they'd lose rabbits on a regular basis, like.
Yeah.
So you do have to put the old fences down pretty low, and you have to be fairly secure.
You do.
Jeez, it's a lot of work, isn't
Full-time
it?
job, like.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
So is this what you do, Ash? This is what you do for?
This is our full time work. Yeah, there's obviously my wife and I. So one of us does the visits, the other one's looking after the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does one remove a rabbit for one's?
Throw over here. Because I love
Not
rabbits.
throw 'em.
Rabbits are marvellous. Oh, you're as soft and warm. Well, fair play to you.
I know there's things I've seen jackets in Zara that feel very like that rabbit. I was in Zara there a couple of weeks ago. There was definitely a couple of jackets that Emer's tried on. They are gorgeous. What would you mostly do? Would it be kids things with the animals, or would it be school things, or
There's
college students?
There's a good. Well, we're in the AIT on Tuesday, so we're in the AIT quite regularly doing events for them.
And what would a rake of college students now want with a few rabbits?
Well, there's a lot of animal. There's a big thing in animal therapy.
Yes.
You know, that's a big deal. You know,
What's animal therapy?
well,
What's it
using
called?
animals to keep calm or relaxed, and they use it for people with
I never heard this before.
people with certain illnesses, particularly dementia sufferers.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're finding a lot of research to do with animals, anchoring them and keeping them.
Yeah, because when the rabbit was on my lap, I instantly wanted to be still. Because I didn't want to be annoying the rabbit, like.
There's a sense that you get when you have an animal like this.
it's calming to
Definitely.
to stroke.
Like they
them.
reckon it works with PTSD and different stuff like that too. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's all sorts of things they're finding out with animals.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
And then when the mink gets them, it's the grief, dealing with grief.
Yeah, it brings you through bereavement.
I think that's so. In fairness, though, that is something good for kids. I know it's an awful thing when it happens, but I think at a young age, the more than you losing the goldfish to overfeeding, it is something that kind of teaches you a couple of lessons. Like obviously, you're not losing a relative, but you're losing a pet. You know what's amazing too when you lose a pet.
Yeah, it teaches you a lot about bereavement. I think losing pets.
Mad. Would you sell animals a bit as well? Would you?
Well, we rehome them sometimes.
Rehome them. So
What generally happens, particularly with the rabbits, not this fellow because he's the father of all the little ones. But
Is he?
when we
this is the right Lothario we have in.
he is, he's the man. Around the place,
Yeah.
So when he's not procreating, he's doing like outdoor events like this, you know, meeting
exactly.
people.
Yeah.
And,
He's on the
He
he's on the
lives the
podcast.
he's a
life.
rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a gig this Sunday. I got to go up and do a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then going back and barrels into Maggie.
Yeah.
Back in the- Sorry, what were you saying, Ash, there before we could rudely interrupt
Totally
you?
forgotten.
Jesus. Oh yeah, the selling the animals. Selling the animals.
Yeah. So usually the rabbits, when they're about 8 weeks, they do a year's rotation of work with us. When they're a year old, we rehome them in pairs to people.
Oh, so
who
you
are looking
don't.
for them.
That's great. So you don't. They're not on the road. They're not like circus animals on the road till they die.
No.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
Because there is obviously like issues with stuff like this that, you know, ethically you have to run it right, and you seem to run it really properly. Like,
Yeah, well, we do our best. Obviously, you can't see the cages, but we, rather than keeping them all in small boxes, we make sure they have enough area to walk around in while they're in the
They're
back
very
of the
roomy
van.
cages.
Yeah, they have water, food, all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
she's a brand new
over there.
Ford Transit down below as well.
Yeah.
So it's a really nice van too.
Oh yeah, they've got a bit of luxury there
Oh,
as
they
well.
definitely do. I don't even have that kind of luxury.
Bluetooth and everything.
Bluetooth, there, that's right. Yeah.
The rabbit shouting up the front there. What's the way to hook that up there? But
Would you have much arguments about what to play in the van?
Oh no, it's my
Like,
choice.
trying to
Is
be
it
the
your
Foo
choice?
Fighters.
Because it would be certain bands that all of a sudden then you'd find the Ducks making an awful racket going, we don't like that.
Oh geez, well they do, but I don't listen to it. So help a bit.
You're not
What?
correlating the two things.
What
no.
kind of stuff do you listen to, Ash?
Geez, on the way up here I was listening to AC/DC.
Yep.
And
Brilliant.
Yeah, what am I going to listen to on the way back? I actually play trad music, so
Do you?
yeah, so it's either rock and ska or trad. So
Wait, no,
the
Irish trad.
yeah, Irish trad.
Do
yeah.
you? But you know what I'm sick of, Ray?
What?
If I'm honest, I'm sick of foreigners coming in and playing trad better than we're playing it. I see it everywhere. Derek has an American chick who's a friend of his,
Yeah.
and she's a gorgeous box player or a fiddle player, so way better than anyone in the country. Like,
What instrument do you play?
Ullin pipes.
Oh, Mother God!
yes, now you're putting us to shame.
Yeah.
Ash.
It's a bit like the Catholic Church. We've no priests anymore now. It's all the Nigerian priests coming in now in the country. It's the
Doing
same
it
now.
better than we
have
do
no
it.
uilleann pipe players. Now it's all English uilleann pipe players coming in.
Unbelievable, like. You must be so smug about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're pretty smug.
I
Yeah.
hate you so much. That's terrible. Like, I don't play a trad instrument, like.
How would you do? You play
instruments.
guitar. But you
Yeah,
just
but I
don't-
can't play trad guitar, though.
No, but that's because they're fancy old chords.
I'd be lost in the session, except for the hues. If you need me to go, man, I'll do it.
And you drink all the Guinness.
I drink all the Smittix.
Yeah, sorry.
Right? I drink all the Smittix and I'll hue in the corner, man. It'll be the best trad session you've ever been
You
at.
should definitely do a trad session. You didn't bring the uilleann pipes with you, no? It'd be lovely
Aye.
closing to the episode.
I didn't. I,
Do you play?
that's a
Do you
shame.
play at sessions?
yeah, I do. Yeah.
Where's the session in Ballinasloe?
Gibbons's.
My uncle used to play trad in Ballinasloe.
I do.
Ambrose Judge. But he's dead now. Just wondered, did you know him?
Ray, thank you so much for sharing that. Like, that's so. I'm so glad you shared. My God. I'm so glad you shared that with us.
Probably before your time, actually.
Probably, yeah.
It's a couple of years back now. I probably could have worded that differently. Right, should we move on to
I'm
these
sweating
other
buckets.
things?
I
should
think we should.
Yeah.
So have you named this fella? No, I'm mad for names. Like,
He's Grandad.
Grandad.
We call him Grandad because he's about 8 years old. So he's,
Right.
he's an old fella, but
But he's
How
still
many-
at it.
no, yeah, he's still.
How many rabbits would you say he'd sired now if you were to guess?
With the way he's
Geez.
humping your leg there now, I can tell
Yeah,
you.
but I tell you, some yolk now. Huh? I can feel it, boy.
It's probably probably 16 a year for the past 3 years.
Jesus, it must cost him a
You're a
fortune. He must be getting more children's benefit.
You're paying some maintenance now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Do you know that you told me that now? Like, he's like, I look at him completely different. I'm like, you're some dog, boy. Huh? Fair
Very
play
innocent
to you.
little rabbit when he
I'm
came
so
in.
jealous of him, you know? Isn't that such a male testosterone thing to do? I'm like, you're fair play.
And it's not like he's working hard at these things. Like, you literally take him out of the box, you put him down on the surface, and everybody goes, "Oh, look at him!" And then he goes back in the box.
That's it. Yeah, that is his job. He will sit there on someone's lap or on a box, and people just come to him, and that's all he needs to do.
And now the most lethal of all animals that is brought here today. Yeah. Kendi, you ready?
Yeah, this
will freak me out now.
Yeah, this is going to freak me out. I don't like this one.
Oh, you're putting them in a little basket. Great. Oh, yeah. Because I was thinking we don't want these running around.
Oh, they're raw. Jesus.
You would have a problem
this
with these.
one now actually is a bit weird, man. They're too much like...
This is the man that wanted a snake, like. And look at you.
Yeah, but that would have really freaked me out, man. So what are these?
These are guinea pigs. These are actually probably my favourite animal we keep on the pet farm. Oh, yeah.
Why so?
Well, they got a lot of character. But yeah.
Where do they come from?
Yeah.
Where do they come from? They're South America.
Ah, Jesus.
Actually, back in their home countries, they're kept for food.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Get away.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
People would say that they put them in boxes underneath the cooker, and if they want to fatten up the stew, they'd pull out, and a couple of these lads will go into it. You know?
No way.
Yeah, you can still get it if you go over there. You can still get guinea pig. Every now and then when we do shows, I'll meet someone who says, "Oh, I've eaten guinea pig."
Oh my god.
My jaw is down at the moment. I don't know what to say. Like,
we ate chicken, man. We're after about 20 chickens into the room.
I know what I mean. Pure shock. Then the poor guinea pigs are getting
Yeah. I just can't imagine. They are rodents, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't imagine eating a rodent. Like,
ideally, now we're going to have to give one. One of
oh,
them.
he's poking up over the oak. He looked at me. I can't believe that. He poked his head over, looked at me, and said, "I know, like that you're. Look at this hairy."
Come here, Mark. You're going to have to hold one.
I just say that just to think about rodents, man. I just know. Oh, you bastards. Yeah, go on. So okay, so one hand underneath.
One hand underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
You
the
can do
other
this,
hand,
Mark.
Put it here.
Oh, jeez, the little legs. Don't freak out now. Don't freak out.
I don't try not to.
Ah, that's grand.
Oh, he's not too bad, actually.
You're too bad.
He's actually good. I think I like him.
Oh, that's nice.
He's looking at me.
If you give him a scratch on the back of his head, he likes that.
Right, I'm going to go for one here now.
Slice with that, yeah. Oh, he's delighted. Oh.
I don't know how I feel about this.
He's looking dead into me.
You'll be grand. Don't worry about it.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
This is a new T-shirt. Jack and Jones' finest. Oh Christ! Oh God!
Ray, stop panicking.
I can't. Yeah. I have him. Sit. Good guinea pig.
That's it. Don't panic.
Serious claws. I can't even look down. I can't look down. I can't look down. I can't look down.
You're fine.
I can't.
He looked directly at you. He looked directly at you.
The calmer you are, the calmer he'll be. If you're all over the place, then he's going to freak out. So.
Okay. The other one there, the little black one, is trying to get out of that job there now.
Oh no, he's grand. Don't worry about him. He's the one I'll be leaving.
This might be a bit of a weird question, but since you hold these guinea pigs all the time, right? You see a rat come into your house, would you be like, you know?
No, I don't want. Okay. Rats are rodents, you know. Rats and mice, they bring disease. And all
but
that
you wouldn't be like, you wouldn't freak out and try to jump in the chair.
I wouldn't freak out and jump on the chair, but I would throw the cat at it.
Right? Yeah. No, see, I'd freak out and jump in the chair. No. I'd ring the landlord and say, I'm sorry, love, I'm going to have to move out tomorrow. You can keep the stuff in the house. I'm gone. They're gorgeous, hairy.
Can I put this one back into the box?
You can pass them to me.
I kind of like this fella.
I'm passing now, am I?
Yeah. That's all the animals, is it?
That's all the animals we got, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, it's 4:20.
Oh, yeah, and there's a Liverpool match on, so even though it's our 20th episode and we're celebrating, Mark still, has the gall to turn around and say, no, we'll have to stop at 4:30.
Well, look, my priorities are still the same as they were in episode 1. Yeah, so what's the name of the company, Ashley?
We're Farmyard in Your Schoolyard.
Farmyard in Your Schoolyard.
Yeah.
And you can find us on Facebook and all that.
You can, Facebook, website, all that crack.
Cool, so look it out, Farmyard in Your Schoolyard, and it's Ashley O'Rourke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And he is now the official Kenji and Raybo podcast animal guy.
Yeah, and we're going to get you back every now and again when we have animal-related questions.
Great, yeah, no problem.
If you have an issue with your pet and you want an answer, you send it in to us and we'll get Ashley on the case.
Yeah.
And we'll get you an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You be happy enough with that?
I'll send you through the contract.
Yeah. Ashley, thanks a million.
Thanks very much.
Thanks everyone for listening again.
Hey, seriously, if anyone's ever thinking of having a wee party in the house like we just had today, you definitely, this is a great bit of crack.
Yeah, it's great to have them hanging around.
Honestly say it's the finest bit of crack I've had since I don't know when.
It's just brightened up my whole day. Like, I just feel better to have a few old yolks hanging around. I love the ducks, man. The ducks are savage.
Ducks are good crack.
Look,
would they
anyway.
be your favourite, would they?
Huh?
Would the ducks be your favourite?
I think a duck might be my favourite. You know what? Derek gave me the best quote ever on ducks. He's a friend of mine. He said, ducks are brilliant because when you see them in a pond, they look pure calm on the surface.
Yeah.
But underneath, they're doing gorgeous work with the legs. Do you know what I mean? They're giving off this thing like this is easy. The legs are going 90 underneath the water. Look, that was episode 20. Keep liking, subscribing, send it out to all your friends. Tell them we're 20 episodes deep, Ray.
We are, and
We've done it. One shout out.
One shout out. Amy Donapue.
Amy Donapue.
Yeah, Amy Donapue said everybody else has got a shout out. I never got a shout out.
Okay, well, Amy,
there's
fair
your
play
shout
to
out
you.
there now.
That's it.
And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Fair play to all of us, Ashley. Fair play to you.
Yeah, fair
Thanks,
play
guys.
to you, Ashley. Good
Yep.
luck.
Good luck.